republic for which it stands.
One nation, under God.
Indivisible.
With liberty and justice for all.
Guns, self-defense, concealed carry. This is the Patriot Defense Podcast. From the war room in Idaho's high desert, here's your host, Todd Echols.
We are back. We are tucked away in the west end of the Magic Valley. We're tucked away in the war room in the far reaches of southern Idaho, the high desert. I screw that up every time. I got to write that thing out. Tarver, maybe you need to start taking the lead on this.
Is it the same every time?
It's supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be the same.
Just record you an opening.
Right. Yeah, just make it a part of that intro music.
I probably should. I just like to work a lot harder than I have to.
Record it.
Yeah, I do that.
And we're back.
So how you guys been?
Busy.
You're always busy.
I'm always busy, man. I work like a crazy man. But that's what I do because I love my job.
So I will say, we got, in case you're new to the podcast or whatever, Kevin's back. Kevin Tarver is back. We got the sultry sounds of Louisiana.
Bringing the salt.
Say boot on balls again.
Boot and balls.
Say that thing in French. That one phrase.
Rosé le bon ton roulé.
Say it again.
You kind of weirded me out here, man. Yeah, Rosé le bon ton roulé.
Say
Let
it
the
again.
good times roll.
Say it again with the 50 cal in your hands.
Yeah. Pick up the Desert Eagle and say it.
I feel like I'm being objectified here.
You might be just a little bit.
You got me on camera doing this, man.
I know I do. How you been, Dean?
I've been doing great.
You missed. You went camping with the family.
Yeah, that was an ordeal too.
Did you do anything Second Amendment related at all?
No, I tucked my 357 into the truck, and then we went up camping. Yeah.
How'd that go? You kind of had an interesting experience.
It was
right?
a crap show. Yeah, it was an absolute crap show.
What happened?
Yeah.
I saw some Facebook posts about it, but I don't know exactly what happened.
So I have to work in up north, about an hour and a half north of Twin Falls here, and we decided we were going to camp at this reservoir that's about an hour away from there. So my wife decided she would take the trailer and meet me there, and I'd get off work and just meet her over there.
Okay.
Well, it just so happened that she was late getting away because we had someone coming over working on the house. And she gets away. She stops in a town, gasses up. By this point, I had already gotten off work, and I got to the campsite and saw.
So she's pulling the trailer, or you're?
She's pulling the trailer.
Okay.
I'm driving our other little rig, and I look at this place that she rented. The spot is. It's itty bitty. It's teeny.
You're not getting the trailer.
We're not getting our trailer in there, even though it's a hookup. It's got water. It's a 30 amp plug-in, and
right.
Anyway, so I get out of there, and I don't have cell service, so I try to call my wife, and it's in and out of service. I'm like, the space is too small. Don't come. And all she heard was space small. Come. Right.
So she kept coming.
So she kept coming, and I drove out to where I finally got cell service. Was out in the middle of back to the highway, and then I couldn't get a hold of the other place to see if they had any spots. So I drive all the way over there. In the meantime, she drives past me. I didn't even notice, and she starts going down this little itty bitty dirt road, and it's one lane. This dirt road, it's super windy. One side is a straight drop off, probably about 50 feet.
Were you at Anderson Ranch?
Yeah, Anderson Ranch.
Yeah, and that's kind of, once you're on that road, you're committed.
You are. You're not turning around. No way.
I've been on that road. I passed a semi-truck on that road.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, he come toward me, and it was scary.
Yeah. And you had a trailer.
Yeah, my wife's pulling our, I think it's a 26-foot trailer. I mean, it's a decent-sized RV camp. Anyway, she gets up there, and by the time she gets up there, I'm at the other place, and I'm waiting to get cell service, or I had cell service. I'm waiting for this other place to call me back about another place that we could camp, because there's no way in hell we're going to fit it. It's, sandwich this thing in. We need a shoehorn to get it in there. Anyway, I'm rambling again. I'm not on Percocet. Okay. I promise.
You just amped up as a bad experience. I take it.
She blew a tire
on that road.
Tires on the trailer blew, and she didn't even know it. She had no idea.
Oh,
so she pulls into the RV site, and this RV site it's not that great because it's like straight up the hill, and all the sites are on the hill. There's not a flat spot anywhere except where big enough to park your trailer on, of course. So there's no place for the kids to play. It's hot, it's dusty. They got the reservoir right there, but there's no beach to speak of because it's got really steep.
Right.
Anyway, Anyway.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
It was anyway, sorry.
That's awful, man.
So the tire blew, and she didn't know it, and it blew, and she kept driving on the dirt road. So by the time she got there, it had ripped off the wheel well on the inside. So the tire itself, because
It's shredded.
is shredded, so it's picking up dirt and dust and all manner of road shit.
You're just beating the hell out of your trailer.
Yes, she. By this point, the wheel well it was gone, so
How's
she's
the rim
kicking up
look?
dust all over. The whole thing was covered in dust. What's that?
How's the rim look? How's the wheel look?
The rim was okay. I was able to get a new. I got a new tire put on it, and it was fine.
But how much damage was to your trailer?
I mean, the whole wheel well was ripped out on the inside.
Good grief.
I mean, the fridge sat right over the wheel well, but luckily everything was still safe with that. But anyway, there was like 4 inches of sand right immediately around the area right there where the wheel well was blow off, and then the whole trailer was covered in dust. We had to sleep in that shit. It's just a mess.
So you knew in the first 30 minutes, this is ruined.
This
is not going to work
right.
out.
And then the next morning, wife stays there with the kids, and I put the extra tire
Spare on.
We put the spare on.
That's
the guy
just what
did
you
it
want to
before.
do when you're taking a break. Yeah.
So I put the shredded tire and rim in, go down to, I drive an hour to the closest town, get it changed out, come back. And because the tire blew out, the other tire next to it had all this metal stuff that was slapping on it the whole time. So the sidewalls on this other tire have great big chunks taken out of it.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, hell, we're going to drive on that. So I put the new tire on there, and anyway, it was great. So, but really the good thing this week is because of all this experience and the shit show that was, my wife reinsured the motorcycle. She gave me the stickers for the registration, and I'm now riding my motorcycle again.
And now you're going to be riding it, and you're going to go out and buy yourself a freaking 50 cal Desert Eagle.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to get
really
a holster.
going to be like Sons of Anarchy,
I'm
dude.
going to set up a holster like right there in the front on my windshield. So
I
it's
got
like
something for you.
displayed right there.
I said you can't pass.
right, just like Gandalf.
What are this is bad because I own one. What are those? What do you? Those little short handle shotguns they got right now? That they're classified as a gun instead of a shotgun or pistol, so they're legal to just purchase over the
Which
counter.
one do you got? The Mossberg or the Remington?
I have the Mossberg.
Shockwave.
Okay, that's
Those
perfect for your bike.
Are so cool, aren't they?
Get one of those.
Yeah.
With a Scalbert. There you go.
You know
man.
what? I need
you
two
do
of them. I need 2 of them crossways in my windshield.
You do the Raising Arizona thing.
Yeah. Darn right. Yeah.
Okay, finally somebody knows that movie. Nobody
Right?
ever.
Yeah, I don't.
You never seen Raising Arizona?
No.
It has the coolest villain ever. What is his name?
Tex Cobb.
Randall
Tex Cobb. Yeah.
Randall Tex Cobb. But what was
Now I'm going to have to find it.
what was his villain name? What did they
Oh.
call him in that movie?
I don't know.
I don't even know if he had a name. It was just the guy with no name, the bounty hunter. And he rode a piece of crap bike.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a Harley. It
A
was
rat
like
rod.
it was an old Yamaha, like single cylinder, and
Oh,
Yeah.
don't. Oh,
Right.
I shouldn't have came to the podcast. I got a pulled muscle that's
it's giving you grief.
it's killing me. If I
Oh.
start laughing too much, it's gonna be
Shoot.
rough. But speaking of which, you said you had your 357. What kind
I got a GP 100
of? Okay,
with a 4-inch barrel. It's a stainless steel one.
so you do like the Rugers.
I do, yeah. I'm not a big fan of Ruger trigger, so I had to slick it up. I took it apart and I stoned it.
If it's a revolver or a 1911, he likes it.
I like a lot of them. I like I say, I'm more of a Smith man when it comes to revolvers. Rugers, I brought one today and we shot it, but it's for the most part they're huge.
You know, Ruger,
They're huge, man.
they engineer them on purpose to be 30% stronger than they need to be.
They are. They
and
are.
they
big.
certainly are. Yeah.
They are. Yeah. Well,
I
on the flip side of that, I got a Smith that what was that? It was an old 66 that is kind of notorious for giving problems because it's so thin.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful.
I know.
So I still have it.
Right? There's they came out with a Model 19 way back when that was 357, and it was made for law enforcement for carry. So
Right.
they made it a little bit lighter, but this is before they had special metal. So it's not quite as strong. And if you feed it a steady diet, a Full House 357, it comes loose pretty
Yeah, the
quick.
cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you get the other one, like I can't remember what the other model for the 357 is. I think it might be the 20. No, I'm not even going to get 27. It's the Model 27. because the Model 28 is the 44 mag with the group milled in sights, and the Model 29 is the Dirty Harry that we all know and love.
So,
right.
let me interrupt revolver talk
Okay.
over here.
Go ahead.
No, Philip
Poor
messaged.
sport.
We are doing a Facebook Live video through the whole show. I didn't get one done last week because I was having troubles with the computer again. But Philip wanted to know. He said he's looked at those little shotguns, those Shockwave. Have you actually shot yours yet?
No, I haven't.
Why not? What do you think of it just from having it? I mean, what does it seem like? Does it seem well made? Is it?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, it's
is
the
it
same
based-
as the full-size Mossberg, and I have
So it's
that.
based on the Model 500?
Yeah.
Right? And it's got the 2 actuators on the pump. It's got 2 rods, one on either side.
I'm trying to remember. I just bought it, and I'm like,
Right.
I'm busy. I ain't got time. And it's sitting by the bed.
What
It's another one of those by-the-bed guns.
is it 12?
It's
it
12.
20? Does it come in 20? Does it come in smaller?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think so.
It's just a 12.
And
Yeah.
so what's the deal with the Shockwave? Why is it legal? So how long is it? What? Tell me all about it.
Hey. I can't answer basic questions on it. I just, I don't know. But they classified it as a gun instead of a
Short barrel.
short barrel
shot
or a
sawed-off
pistol.
shotgun.
So, yeah, $350. It's cheap. Buy it. I have the full-size Mossberg, the 500, and I love it. So
I like
when-
that one. That's what I got.
when they came out with that one, I'm like, I'm in. But I also bought what is that? A Beretta. Who is that? The 1301 I was telling you about. That's a Beretta.
Yeah.
I hadn't shot it either. It's just
Really?
sitting there.
So how long is the barrel on the Shockwave?
I do not know.
It's pretty short.
It's short.
Shorter than
Good
18
grief!
inches.
I'm thinking you need to bring that out before the next podcast. We need to put some
Right.
freaking rounds through it.
Well, I told you I could bring rifles, and you told me not to.
No, that's a shotgun. That's not a rifle.
Okay, we can do a shotgun.
We can
yeah,
do
it's
shotgun.
not classified as rifle.
Yeah, it's a
That's
gun.
right.
You can buy an adapter and
Put slugs in it.
well, if you get the adapter, you can get the short shells.
Oh, gotcha.
It'll take. Well, let me be quiet. I think it'll take 3-inch shells now. If
That's-
I'm not mistaken,
That's cool. I can't wait to get my hands on it. and
Yeah,
freaking-
sounds like fun.
I'll bring it by
Well,
because it
I'll
it
get some
don't get shot. I stay too busy.
I get some zucchinis. We can shoot some damn zucchinis or
That's
something.
right. Who needs zucchinis?
I eat zucchini. I had some for lunch. So what else did you do that was Second Amendment related, Mr. Tarver? Anything?
Not a thing
Not a thing till today.
till today.
Do you carry?
And I didn't really do anything today. I just provided the firearms for today.
You shot my
Right.
VP9.
I did shoot it.
What'd you think of the VP9?
It ain't a deagle.
It ain't a deagle.
That's a good gun. I like it. I'd have to shoot it more, but it was.
It points really
I liked
nice.
it. I liked it was smooth. I just liked it.
Yeah, it's well balanced.
Nice trigger too.
So I, if whoever listened to the podcast last week, we had Eric on, and he brought his little graduation present he bought himself from Graduating Post. And I think a couple podcasts before we were giving the G19X a kind of a hard time. Freaking love that damn gun.
Are you kidding?
That dude, if I wasn't tied up and buying some other stuff to help expand Patriot Defense, I would have went out and bought one this week.
What?
It feels good. It's ugly. It's hideous looking. The color, it's like Cadillac gold. It's supposed
Ew,
to
what
be
the hell?
coyote brown, but it's just kind of this real yellow, nasty brown color.
It looks like it came right out of a prison wallet.
Pretty much. But I tell you what, it shoots. I mean, a lot of times when people pick up a Glock and they shoot it, they'll shoot like a little high and to the left. That seems to be if you're gonna.
That's the Glock thing.
That's a Glock thing. Okay, I picked this thing up and it has it's like a 20-round mag or 19-round mag or something. Boom, just took the center out, all 19 rounds, just right in the center of the bullseye. Perfect, easy,
So what's
easy
the
to
difference
shoot.
between the 19X and the 19?
So the 19.
I mean, is there anything that would make it different
I
ergonomically,
don't.
or is going to make it shoot better, other than you can hang your keys on it?
Yeah, what I know for sure is it's the G19 barrel. No, it's the G19 barrel and the G17 grip.
So it's a short barrel with a long grip.
With a longer grip, and I don't know if that longer grip makes it a little more. I
That's
know
strange.
it is strange.
What?
It's strange. It's the one they made for the
Do
military.
they still have the crappy sights on them?
No, it has I believe it has night sights on it. That one did.
How big a key ring can you fit on there?
A big one. But no, I tell you what, I was impressed. And he's like, you got to shoot this. I gave him crap throughout the whole freaking podcast. And I picked that thing up, and it was freaking sweet.
Now, what's the Glock that you have?
I have just a G19.
Now, does it feel better in your hand than yours?
It does. And I don't know if it's because it's just a little larger grip. I mean, not that the G19 is really lacking in grip.
Is it longer?
Yeah, it's
thicker
it's
too?
got the 17 grip, so it's a little longer. I don't know. It might be a little thicker. I should have placed the two on top of each other to see.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe the grip angle is a little different. Maybe I'm
What's
not
the
sure.
capacity on that?
I believe it's like 19. It's a good capacity. I was super impressed. I'd run out and buy one. I know I was the biggest naysayer, but I'd run out and buy one. I shot it that well.
Yeah, that whole we spent like a good 15 minutes talking about how stupid it was.
And it was.
So, how concealable do you think it is?
It's the part that you conceal that you have to worry about is the grip. So that's why it doesn't. As a concealed carry weapon, I mean, I can still carry a full size VP9. So it is what it is.
You just demonstrated concealed carry on a Desert Eagle.
Yeah, if you do it right, you can conceal all kinds of stuff. But the grip's a little longer, so as a concealed carry piece, the way they came up with it doesn't make any sense. But I guess they developed it for the military, so concealing it wasn't really a factor. They just wanted a round count. That's the way I look at it.
That's why they put that stupid
but
key,
I don't
key
know.
ring on it.
I don't know if maybe it's better. Maybe it's better balanced with the grip. Damn key ring.
Have they made their choice yet? Though they made
their
went,
choice.
They went over on that.
They went with the SIG, I believe.
The SIG what?
And
The SIG.
the SIG
The
is going
military
to.
went with the SIG.
SIG what?
I don't know. It's a
Okay.
damn SIG. I don't care. I hate SIG.
It's got numbers behind it and shit.
Yeah, and it's modular. It's a SIG something 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 something, and it's modular. That narrows it down, doesn't it?
So that means
What
you
count?
can change out the grip size, or what does that mean? It's modular. How do you?
I don't know. I don't know SIGs. I don't like SIGs. I don't mess with SIGs. You're asking the wrong guy.
Huh.
Is there a SIG guy in this room?
I have some SIGs, but I'm not a SIG guy.
I don't have a
I,
SIG.
I bought all. I have
You know
a
who
Glock.
we need?
I got to get
You
one.
know
of
who
each
would
of-
know?
Yeah,
Freaking Mark would know.
Yeah.
So we might have to revisit this conversation next podcast.
What caliber did they go with?
The 9?
You
I don't know.
sound like you're making that up, man.
The 9?
So is the military at this point still using the Beretta,
No.
or have they changed?
I think they've changed now. They changed. I think this is what they changed to. I think. I don't know.
SIG.
Mark, where the hell are you, Mark? Mark is still on vacation somewhere in Oregon. So I don't know. He's our guy when it comes to this stuff.
True.
You would think for combat they'd go with the Glock instead of the SIG. I mean,
They-
SIG's a good gun. There's nothing wrong with
I think
SIG.
it's a dollar thing.
SIG should be a lot higher.
I don't.
Yeah. More.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we got a question. Morgan has a question for you.
Oh,
He says, does he live next door to the gun store? How does any gun make it home without shooting it first? You got a lot of explaining to do.
I do.
You've got piles of guns that you have never shot.
Because I buy guns and I say, Ty, we got to get out and shoot these guns. And I'm like, all right, I'll get back with you. And then that's the end of it.
That's pretty much it. So we're going to change that now?
I literally have.
Are they like rabbits? You just kind of lock them up in your closet and you open it up the next day and there's 3 more in there?
No, they're scattered all throughout the house.
Oh, gosh.
So easily accessible wherever you're at. You can lay your hand on a firearm somewhere.
That's what I do, too. I got my GP100 over here. And over here's the 29. Over there's the Mossberg.
Yeah, they're literally, under
All
the
over the
cushion.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little armrest in the couch. Hey, what's
Right.
going on here?
Well, your son is older, too. You don't have to worry about him. You don't have a freaking 4-year-old
No,
running around your
I don't
house.
have any kids. If anybody's in my house, they know not to touch anything, or it's getting pointed at them.
And
probably,
you don't
'cause
really
they
let
shouldn't be
people
there.
in your house anyway.
Nobody comes to my house. Nobody likes me.
I've been in your house.
You didn't get past the
I've been in your
front
kitchen.
door. You did.
I've been in your living room, your kitchen. I've been in the doorway of your gun room.
I better count my guns.
I was getting some food from you. You cooked me
Oh
some.
yeah.
What is
Who
that?
them balls?
Gumbo.
Some gumbo.
Yeah, but I
shit
gotta
was
have
good.
a lot of guns that I buy, and I sit them there, and I'm like, yeah, I can't wait. And I got 20,000 rounds of ammo, all different calibers, and it just sits there.
I'm seeing party. This is good. I'm saying you need to.
We need to go over and help you organize your gun room.
Yeah, see what you got. Well, yeah.
Well, I went on a shopping spree for a little while, and I would buy everything. In 2 years, I probably.
Yeah.
Never mind. I lost all those, so never mind.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get the freaking number out of you for once.
I got a lot of them, and then I started just giving them away. And
Not to
selling
me.
them no. Well, you stuck on the V. I didn't have any 9mm at the time. Now I have 9mm.
I need a G17.
I don't have a 17. I have
Yeah,
a 19.
you have told me you had a 17.
Maybe it is. 17.
I need a 19.
I thought it was a 19.
How many 19s you got?
I think I just got. I only have one Glock.
Oh, I need to buy it from you for cheap.
When the craziness happened during the last
Administration.
and they were buying everything off, there was nothing left but a Glock. And literally, there was a couple of Glocks left, and they were law enforcement only. It was the only reason they were still there. And I'm like, I'll take it. And that's why I have it.
Load them up.
Yeah, I'm like, give me. I came in here. I got to buy something. So, yeah. But what we should do
It's nice to not be married.
is I have a 308 pistol.
You have a 308 pistol.
Sick.
Who?
The AR pistol.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
We need to shoot it.
It's nice.
We don't have to shoot it here.
I had to go shoot that one.
We can go somewhere else and shoot it.
I'm like,
How's the recoil on that thing?
It
Substantial?
no, it's not
No?
bad. It's nice, but you know how they have that arm brace. Yeah.
Oh.
When you plant that thing up
Yeah.
in your shoulder,
Yeah.
it's got that little rib of plastic of rubber. It'll dig. It'll get to digging. So,
Gotcha.
but for a while there, it was illegal to put that arm brace up to your shoulder. You had to, if you put it up to your shoulder, then you used it as a rifle, and it's not an arm brace anymore. And then they did away with that. But now they're trying to do away with bump stocks and all that, which got a few of those too, man.
You really?
You should dump some
I'm
ammo.
telling you, dude, if
Oh
you've
my
ever wanted
goodness.
to shoot it, this man has it tucked away in his house.
You will have that barrel so hot. And, I mean, it's amazing how fast it shoots.
Huh.
It'll dump a clip so fast and
Dump a mag.
Yeah, dump a bag. And
Hey, we speak proper.
okay. Well, yeah, 30
We speak it
30
properly.
mag round clip.
We speak it
Through
properly.
country bumpkin hillbilly hicks out sitting
That's
here
right.
in the
He's just from Louisiana.
Well, I understand,
But
but
you speak
a lot of
French
times we don't
beautifully.
care. No, not really.
That one phrase.
just that one phrase.
Say it
No.
again, Tarver. Kind of half close
I'm
your eyes.
thinking you're enjoying that too much. Laissez le bon temps rouler.
I like it. There
And
you
the-
go.
And the horse you rode in on.
Yeah.
And the horse
But-
you rode on.
Yeah, that's not really French. I mean, that's just you got to know that. That's like if somebody invites you to a couchon de lait, you better know what you're going to.
A what?
A couchon de lait.
Is that legal?
Yes, it's nice too. They basically just roast all these pigs.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay,
What is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Do I
you
need
know.
a permission slip to go to this?
Well, you
don't have
little
to-
phrases you need to know. You need to know what you're getting into, man.
So did I tell you guys my 10-year plan?
Because there's some people out
Oh,
there with no
I-
teeth, man.
By the way,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
that's okay. My 10-year plan. My wife's not on board yet. Alaska.
I heard you talk to Bill Colley about this.
My 10-year
Yeah.
plan, I want to be in Alaska.
Live there?
Sure, I'm thinking about it. You want to come?
I do.
Hey,
And I'm not even.
I got...
not even thinking about it.
Dude,
I
you're
wanna go.
leaving me hanging.
I didn't know you was out there for me.
Okay, we're going to Alaska.
I want to go. I want to go, and just not come back.
Me too.
Okay.
Me too.
I got the guns.
I got some guns.
You got. Come on, man. You got a lot of guns.
I got a few. I got a few guns.
I lost all mine.
I got a freaking grenade.
I got a. Never mind. I ain't gonna.
Anyhow,
So you can say, man, I got. You know how people have suits of armor, Japanese suits of armor and stuff. Well, me and my brother used to teach martial arts, so we would have suits of armor. Well, now I got a full suit, Desert Storm, man. It got the helmet, got the huge vest, got the Kevlar under it, the plates in it.
you're ready.
I'm ready.
You're ready for the zombie
Well,
apocalypse.
it's just a decoration, but when you're buying stuff like that, people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, it's just a decoration for the gun room. You know, you put your suit of armor in the gun room. Have you ever put on one of those helmets?
No,
I want to shoot it. I want to shoot the helmet.
don't. I'm not.
It's
We'll put it on
like
a
a
freaking.
half-inch thick.
We're
man.
gonna put it like on a freaking pumpkin or a watermelon. We'll shoot at. So, Morgan says he forgives you because you
Okay.
buy guns in bulk. He's good. He's cool with
Okay.
that.
I'm
And
trying. I'm trying.
Phil, remember you weren't here when Phillips talked about getting a new firearm. Were you here?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
did Philip get it?
He's thinking about getting a 2.0 over the G19, which I don't think is a bad choice.
What's the 2.0?
M&P, Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. I had it out there. You should have shot it.
Yeah.
That's a good gun. I don't think that's a great choice. Have you shot it?
I haven't shot it yet.
But
you've got one, but
it's still in the box.
You got a 2.0 at your house?
Yeah, I got the 45,
Oh, that's right.
and it's still
But you
sitting
got it
in
in
the
the
box.
Shield, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking full size.
Okay. Never
So
mind.
when you say
we went
Shield,
through this conversation
that
before, I
Shield
forgot.
means it's compact.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the Shield line is compact.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
like the Shield. So that's what I carry. I love the Shield.
that's a good choice, though. He can't go wrong with that M&P 2.0. That's a good one. So,
He's already got a Smith though.
he
You know
wants
what?
another
I
one.
bought
Wait.
an M&P right before the 2.0 come out. Right, full size. I'm like, oh man, come on.
The 2.0 is much better.
I know you told me that right after I bought it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. I'm a week later,
Yeah.
2 weeks later. I'm like,
They
dude,
fixed the trigger, and there's no apex trigger. That
I hadn't
you
shot
even-
it just on principle.
Yeah,
I'm like,
there's
it's just
no-
sitting there.
It won't need an apex trigger. Yeah, I mean, the 2.0s come out with the apex trigger. They aren't apex triggers, but they're really nice triggers. They're nice. It's a good firearm.
Is Apex something big in the pistol world?
It's the trigger that everyone would go to fix the shitty, the shitty MP triggers.
Does Apex make one for FN?
They may,
Yeah.
they may.
I would buy one of those.
I like the
if it had
gun.
A
I
better
don't-
better trigger.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the trigger.
What is it's the FN? What is that thing?
I believe it's just the FN Tactical.
Does FN just make one model?
No.
Basic model FNP 45.
Yeah.
Tactical. Honestly,
Nice.
the silhouette of this thing, if you were in the dark and shining a light on it on the wall, looking at the shadow, it looks like kind of a very
Worst
similar
case
to a
scenario, you can
1911.
flip it over, grab the suppressor, and knock someone out with it.
right.
You can.
Just start swinging it like a
Just start
hatchet.
swinging it like a hatchet.
Well, just the fact that they had a 45 with a 15-round mag that you could hold it in your hand and feel
Serious,
comfortable.
yeah.
I'm like, I got to have it. And
It is very comfortable.
I
It's
almost
not
didn't
bad.
buy it because of the trigger, but
And it's really light, or at least it was after shooting the Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
So I placed a pretty good sized order today. I had to cancel my order for my munitions rounds.
You did?
Yeah, because they were like, it was like 90 days back order, and they figured it'd be at least 90 days out.
good grief.
And so I canceled that and ordered the UTM version of them. I just placed that order today, and I was looking because I have to buy the conversion kits, and I can buy the conversion kits for a few different types of firearms. And I almost, just because I wanted one, I almost got the conversion kit that would go on the H&K USP. But they were to buy an HK USP is a little more money, so I just went ahead and went with the G19 with the G19.
That's the only gun I don't have, H&K.
Hey, you need one.
I started to get one.
What happened?
I don't know. I just now shot it for the first time.
You need to go back and get it.
I love the mag release on it.
Oh, the paddle?
Yeah.
That's freaking sweet.
Just sitting there at the
Kind of
So
bottom of the
isn't
guard.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, different.
But I like it.
speaking of, I was just thinking about it because there's a lot of guys that like that, like the VP9, but they can't hit the paddle release because their thumbs are too short without actually breaking their grip. I don't know. Have you tried it?
I think my thumbs are too short. I got smaller hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that reminds me, I actually had a class this morning. So it's kind of impressive to me when I have to take a vacation day off my day job to do classes. That's kind of makes me happy.
Business is good.
Business is good.
Well, anytime's a good time to take off from work, man.
Yeah, exactly. But man, last weekend I did a class Friday night. I did a class on Saturday, and I did a class Sunday morning.
Wow.
And I did a class this morning, and then I've got a class tomorrow morning.
So what was your class this morning?
This morning, just a couple of friends, a couple older guys. The guy when he called me to set the class, he said, "Hey, we're just a couple old guys that want to shoot." And
Just two guys?
Yeah, just two guys.
Huh?
And they wanted me to go over the basics with them and then touch on just a couple of things. So we went over the basics and kind of tuned them in a little bit.
Huh?
And then I showed them how to draw. Nothing crazy, just kind of showed them the draw steps. And then I talked to them about trigger reset and how to work the trigger reset to get like three rounds or three shots, quickly into like center mass, and how to do that properly. It was a good day. These guys have been friends for quite a while. And it was like grumpy old man. They did nothing but give each other crap the entire day, from calling each other assholes to flipping each other the bird. It was actually really entertaining.
What were they shooting? What did they bring?
Oh, the one guy brought a VP9 SK subcompact.
Is that an HK?
HK.
Okay.
HK VP9 SK, and the other guy was shooting like
Wait, what HK do you have?
I have the VP9, the full size. This was the subcompact.
Holy crap. Okay, yeah, great. What did the other guy bring?
I talked about it earlier. The Taurus.
Oh, yeah, the Taurus. Yeah,
the
yeah,
Taurus, like
Sweet.
G111 or I don't know.
I don't know.
Freaking numbers.
You don't need to know those.
But anyhow,
They're Tauruses.
it was interesting because the one
You
guy had a bunch of nerve problems in his hand, and so he actually gripped it. He gripped it kind of normal, but he had to do a little more of a teacup type grip because he didn't have some of the mobility in his hand. So we had to work with him on that. And the other guy, I'm looking at him shooting, and I'm thinking I didn't want to say anything. They're really nice guys. I didn't want to say anything. I'm like, this guy's got short thumbs. Well, he does have short thumbs. He has one short thumb because they actually had to take part of he's got his thumb lopped off, and they had to take part of it out
Oh, gosh. To reattach it.
Drop it down, as he's got like one really short thumb. And it was
what the hell kind of accident caused that?
I don't know.
Well, what could happen? This happened to a lady I go to church with using a table saw. She wasn't watching, and boom! She removed the tip of the middle finger there, right? So, but table saw that wide, much of it is just chewed up and gone. So they reattached it, and now her middle finger is about the same size as her index finger. She named it too. She calls it Bertha. Because it's great and big. This last knuckle doesn't bend anymore, and it's just.
I was thinking, say, with it being a fingertip, that's an awful lot of trouble to go through just to reattach.
Right. Well, it was
just
right around the first knuckle down here is where it went off.
But the guy was able to hold his gun with us because he had at least had some of his thumb.
Yeah, more than just a nub.
Yeah.
Could he actuate? Could he reach his?
He
his
could.
Release?
He could do it. Yeah. But
did it have a safety?
No.
For the sake of Tarver,
it didn't have a manual safety. Most guns do not have manual safeties. Most modern day combat style guns do not have manual safeties, except for the ones Tarver. If you're out looking for
Glock clones, don't have safeties.
If you're out looking for a gun and you're looking for one from the manual safety and you can't find it, it's because it's in his gun room.
No, I have all kinds, but I feel comfortable. I like a safety.
But have you shot that G19?
No. Yeah, I put a few rounds to it.
And you didn't like it because it didn't have a safety?
I would be prejudiced against it, to be honest with you. If I did, I would have to love it to go back on all the trash talk I've done on Glock. I'd be like, I have it. It's there.
It works.
I hadn't got rid of it.
So, but that VP9 though, you like the paddle the little paddle safety.
Yeah, I like the gun. I like the overall. I was looking at getting what is that? Chet's gun. We were
CZ?
talking about it. Yeah, I was looking at getting one of those and a HK. The problem with guns, and the reason I brought a couple of here to toy with, is because you don't get the chance to play with them until you buy them, and then you buy these, $100,000 worth of guns, and you got two of them that you like. It's like, well,
everything else starts collecting dust.
yeah, It's just sitting there, and then you sell them at a great loss at each one. So it's like, nope. Staying in the gun room.
Right.
Staying in there.
So tell me, this FN that we were shooting, how different is that from a CZ?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Are they kind
Never
of
shot
the
one.
same?
CZs, I think they're more. I don't want to say they're all steel, but the ones I've seen are pretty heavy. But there's a lot of people that absolutely love them.
I swear there's
I
got to
think
be all
some of
different kinds. I mean, there's got to be polymer and metal, and there's aluminum. And
Super excited. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Guess what I shot? When did I shoot it? I shot it after the last week's class, last Saturday's class.
You shot Sasquatch?
Canic, TP Canic, TP9 Canic.
Huh?
Canic TP9. It's made in Turkey.
Oh, yeah, you was telling me about that.
And it has actually, I'm telling you what, and I don't think they're a ton of money.
I've seen one of those. Ain't they really low price?
They are. They're like between $300 and $400, I think. And Mark mentioned he ordered a tactical version of one, and he said he liked it. But I actually took this thing out and shot it. I was impressed.
Is it a fancy gun?
It's better than a fancy gun. It's actually.
Is it not as ugly as?
It's not that ugly. It looks like every other, decent firearm, but it was good. I liked it. It wasn't bad at all for the price. If you're gonna spend $200 on a high point, just go ahead and spend an extra $100 and buy a Canik.
A Turkish gun.
It was impressive. It really was impressive.
I read something. I read a write-up on it, but I don't.
They've only been, I think, around for a couple of years.
Yeah, said they were trying to get in the market. It's like,
I think they're gonna make
Turkish gun.
I'll be honest with you. The more and more I hear about them, the more and more time goes on, the more and more I hear about them. I think they're becoming a thing. So
Well,
I was
for that
talking.
price, you're gonna.
I was
sell
talking to a buddy of mine that just shoots. I think he shoots out at the Magic Valley Practical Shooters at USCCA or whatever it is, USSCA, or I don't know what they call it. But anyhow, he shoots out there. He competes. I call him a gamer, and he goes out there and shoots the stages and whatnot. And he said there's this one guy. I think he said I could get this. I might have this backwards, but he shoots it like exclusively Glock or SIG or something out there. And he showed up with a Canik, and he shot it. He shot it one day, and that's all he shoots out there now.
Really?
All he shoots is the Canik. He absolutely loves it.
The gun from the country named after Thanksgiving dinner.
Exactly.
Oh my!
Did he say why?
I just point real well. It shoots good. It hits where you aim. I mean, it's a good. Gets it. I was surprised. I can get it back over here because the people that actually the guy that bought it from this other guy, I want to get him and his wife because his wife took the women's class, and I want to get them over here to be on the podcast. I might shoot for next weekend if they can come, and if they can, if we're around, if you're around, maybe I'll have them I'll come early and bring that, and we can shoot the Canik. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was a pretty decent gun. So check it out.
For that price, that's a cheap one to test out.
Oh, it's a good gun. I'd buy one.
And then you can throw it in the bed of your truck and let it rattle around and just not worry about it.
I'd buy one, but then I went and shot that G19X, so that got bumped to the top.
You got the problem. You got the fever, man.
But
then you want this, and then you want that.
The problem is I got to buy two guns to fit the conversion kits I just bought for my UTM simunition rounds. So now I spent a ton of money on that stuff, and now I got to go buy two Glocks, two G19s. Has anyone got any cheap old G19s? Because I don't care.
Would it fit a 19X?
No, I don't want to buy. I want to buy. Sounds funny. I want to buy two of them and just dedicate them. Like I won't throw the parts away, but I want to dedicate them just to that.
Don't get them mixed up.
And then if I ever stop doing that, those kind of classes, if it doesn't take off or something, then I don't have two guns. I'll switch them back out. But once they're switched over, I might even do something stupid and paint them like a little Krylon on them or something. So I know that that's the freaking firearm.
Serious, yeah.
No accidents, and I would imagine my insurance and my attorney would like me to do so.
Now, how many guns are you planning on getting for this program?
Right now, I'm just going to have two. I got enough for two, and I got enough gear for two people, for two shooters, and then I got some other gear for people who aren't necessarily doing the shooting, but safety gear for them. So I got the bigger, harder helmets with the face masks and everything for the actual shooters, and then I got some it's like a real thick padded head deal with the goggles embedded.
Okay, so what's actually coming out of those things?
It's I don't even have the brochure in here. It looks like a 9mm, but it's necked down, and so it's like a wax. It's like a little wax pellet on these. Oof. These ones aren't paint. They still come out of there at like 300 feet per second. And so we're talking like loose-fitting clothing.
Does it come with a cup?
With a cup?
So it doesn't juice your kiwis?
If you want to wear a cup, I highly recommend it. But
I highly recommend it.
I'm not going to have one. I'm passing around by any means. So man, you could don all your right.
You get nailed in the chest. It's gonna destroy all the hair on the. It's just gonna rip it right off. So you won't even have to shave your nipples anymore, Todd. Just get nailed with your UTM rounds.
Just stand there and take the hit.
Well, there's Josh up there. He's been talking to me, and he told me that if I buy him, he says he'll come down and we can all get together and we can all just create scenarios to practice stuff. What?
We can all play Deliverance? Come on! Squeal like a pig!
Dean he's laughing because he's very uncomfortable. We're going to have him in the corner shooting him. Dean's going to be in the fetal position. Come
here, Dean. You all got a pretty mouth.
He's going to be taking shots, and he's never mind.
So, do these guys have on full helmets, full face mask, and stuff?
Yeah.
Jeez, that sounds kind of crazy.
Well, I don't want to freaking put an eye out.
I'm gonna aim for the neck.
They have neck pads.
You want some skin contact somewhere.
Oh,
You're
gosh.
going.
They said with 2 layers of loose-fitting clothing is what they recommend for everything. It still hurts.
No joke. This is like something out of Jackass.
Well, you guys aren't supposed to be downplaying it. I'm trying to make some
Oh,
money
no,
off
no.
it.
Yeah, this is a great idea. Yeah.
No, it sounds like fun.
That's
I'm
awesome,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be aiming for. Come on, man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
So I was talking
aim for
to
the flesh.
I was talking to Eric, and he did a bunch of this ammunitions type stuff up at Post Academy, and I was trying to tell him what I was thinking about doing, and he said my classroom over here. He goes, "Man, you put up some like tarp wall, just hang some tarps over your walls to kind of protect him." He's like, "That's plenty of room." He's like, "You can do so many scenarios in there. You can act like that's the front door, and someone's going home. They unlock the front door, they walk in. You could kind of build fake walls with like tarps, or they use like wrestling mats." So they're able to stand them up and then make corners and stuff. Right. And, and you can mix it up all the time. And the lady walks in the house and she doesn't know where, but maybe there's a bad guy in there. Maybe there's not. Maybe a guy's in there with their kid. Maybe the guy's standing there with a freaking baseball bat. And you kind of put a little bit of stress on them and see how they react and then go from there.
Right.
That might be kind of fun, I think.
I think it would be a blast. I think it would be great. I'm like, that's as close as you can get to.
Yeah. So
I mean,
so I got some
paintball or
gear. I got the conversion kits. I got to find the G19s to use now or to buy, and then I bought the smallest amount of rounds that I could buy is 1,000 rounds. Whew. They lock you down. I had to spend a certain amount of money just to be able to order from them. It's a little bit of an investment.
They do quite a bit of registration and background check or anything on you.
I had to get approved.
Right. Okay.
So and for these people, you have to be. They wanted you to be like an instructor and have a business, that kind of thing. I think the simunitions round, I was told you could, if you go to the website, it says you have to be like an approved law enforcement military. But then there's some websites that are law enforcement websites that say you can buy it. But then when you do, I tried and it was like 90 days out. So I was like, screw you, I'm gonna go buy it from UTM because I'm approved. I'm on their list, no problem whatsoever. So far. So we'll see.
And you have the rounds.
I bought the rounds.
You haven't gotten them yet.
Yeah, I bought everything at one time.
So you have it.
Yes.
Okay. Curious to see those things.
I've ordered them now. I've got a brochure somewhere. If I had it in here, I'd show it to you.
No, I mean you have possession of them.
I've ordered them. They aren't here. Nothing is here yet.
Okay.
I ordered today because I was tired of waiting on the other one, so I wanted to make sure I could cancel that before I reordered.
Okay.
Because then I'm out like freaking $5,000 or something.
Jeez.
And I don't want to be out that much money. So, before I do classes, I got to get a new insurance, or I got to check my insurance, get a different insurance to cover that sort of thing, and I'll have my attorney come up with another liability waiver that specifically covers that. So, it's a little bit of money. So you guys come over here. I'm not going to have you sign your life away, but I'm going to have you sign something.
That sounds like fun, man. I mean, I see. I would think a lot of people want to get involved in that. Want to get involved in those scenarios.
Well, good training, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be.
How you're going to react under stress.
What I want to do is I want to get it and I want to put it together. There's just some friends, I really want to, I think we have a good time with it, obviously, but I want to come out and kind of get a feel for maybe how a class would go.
Right.
Come up with some scenarios and play it out because I don't want to be scratching my head doing the what if when I got students here.
Right.
I mean, Dean's helped me play through some classes too before.
That was fun.
Which those classes never quite took off, but I mean, I think they would have. I may actually redo those classes and try them more now that I have more of a following per se. But that was a lot of fun. Those classes,
was great
the ones
fun.
that we
I learned
played were
so
fun.
much doing that. That was a good time.
Yeah, we were dragging we simulated carrying babies or holding your kid's hand and having to draw and shoot at the same time and what you do. So one of the things what we did is we simulated. I'm kind of going back here a few years, but we simulated. We filled a bag full of dirt clods, so there's a little bit of weight to it, and we'd set up some barrels and set up a target, and Dean wouldn't know where the target was at, and he'd be walking along. He had to carry that in his left hand. And we had to, we would yell threat, and then he'd walk, we'd yell threat, and then he'd have to decide what to do. And so you got used to, you were holding your kid's hand, and you let go and grabbed your firearm, and maybe you want to protect your kid, so you want to shoot one-handed. Remember that?
Yeah.
So we trained Dean up in that. And then a little while later, we changed the scenario around. And Dean was smarter than us. We changed it around and put act like he had like a bag of groceries instead of holding his kid's hand. And a lot of people have done this before with other people. And what they do is they hold onto the bag of groceries and they draw on fire with one hand because they aren't thinking. So Dean flings the bag of groceries at the freaking target and then draws and shoots at it with both hands. It was pretty cool. We had a lot of fun with those classes, man.
That was very much fun. Yeah,
a lot of fun. So I'm trying to think. Geez, we've covered a lot of freaking firearms talk.
we have.
I guess
Yeah,
that's what the podcast is about, I suppose. But that guy started a fire up in Bellevue.
oh, what a jackwagon!
So I've stated it before. I've stated it on the radio, and I've stated it on the podcast. Do not, anytime, I'm going to say anytime, not just this time of year, do not shoot at explosive targets on BLM land or Idaho state land or whatever. I believe it's all against the law. Okay? Well, why don't you want to do that? Because you can start a fire. And I bet the guy that did that up around Bellevue, they arrested him. I don't know what they're going to charge him with or if they are. They arrested him after the fire he started with his explosive target on public lands burned 50,000 acres, and I believe
It's
might
still going.
be going.
Yeah, it's still going. They had to evacuate communities
Yeah.
just this week.
Communities, campgrounds, all kinds of stuff, neighborhoods.
Yeah,
So,
It's safe to say he doesn't have any spare change right now.
yeah, I would
nor will he ever.
No,
I would
it's all gone.
I would imagine not.
Yeah.
But
So
He
you
might not get jail time just because, you might find a judge that says, you made a stupid mistake.
I heard that maybe he wasn't. Someone was trying to explain to me when I was at the gym that they were going to let him off with something, which I don't think they should do because he broke a freaking law. It wasn't like his campfire that maybe he was able to have a campfire and it got out of control.
There's going to be some restitution. if
Yeah,
nothing else.
you're not getting those acres back. I mean,
No.
they're done burned, man.
Well, you can't do that out here. If you want to go down south, blow up anything you want.
Blow
man.
up an alligator.
You can blow up anything. Yeah, we used to. Nobody down there starts a fire with a match without at least 5 gallons of gasoline. It ain't going nowhere. It's wet. I mean, it's a swamp. It's everything's wet out here. You got to be careful with a cigarette flying out the window.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Jay, you're lucky. I mean,
Yeah.
if you'd have been on a paved road, your wife could have easily started a fire with the freaking trailer.
right. Yeah.
I mean, you know how many times that happens?
Oh yeah.
a
Yeah,
lot.
A lot. Just from the sparks. Yeah.
Yeah, just
I've
from the
seen that
sparks.
happen in California from a tailpipe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they just backed up too much, and it had, they have those brakes they put everywhere to try and keep the erosion from the hills.
Yeah.
And it's just straw.
Yeah. You're right.
And he backed the tailpipe up on it and started a fire.
Well, everywhere out here, and wherever there's sagebrush, you see signs that says "Do not drive in the tall grass with either your ATV or your 4-wheel drive." Nothing, because just your hot engine could spark it on fire.
We need a Tesla 4-wheel drive. As long as the battery don't overheat.
can you tell you're from California?
No, man. I don't have a battery operated car.
Californian.
Just a few years in
But
California.
you're cool because you're a Californian with a freaking Desert Eagle.
Yeah, they all have Desert Eagles.
An escapee. That's what you are.
And they point them sideways.
There you go, boss.
That would be so goofy with that much recoil.
It might be
try
more
it.
comfortable.
I don't know. No thanks.
Probably knock yourself out.
Right?
So
I don't know. Seems to work for Deadpool. He's fine with it.
hey, we and I am unprepared. It just dawned on me. July is over. I've got to come up with
Thank God.
I've got to come up with a contest winner.
Oh yeah, for Crappy Carry and
So I tell you what, I will have that.
Fancy Gun.
It was the end of the month at work, and we all know how the end of the month at work is crazy. Trying to get all your it's more crazy for Tarver than it is for me, but trying to get all your accounts done.
I keep the crazy all month long.
Yeah. So we'll get that. I'll have that ready by next weekend, and we'll maybe since we do Facebook Live here, we'll draw a number or draw a name or whatever the heck. Hey, before we go too far, guess what, dude? We got a listener in the Czech Republic from the Czech Republic. You saw that?
Right, yeah, that was the coolest text.
He's actually you saw
yeah.
you saw the email. So
Yeah.
he's in like the I don't know how it works. Great guy. He's actually following me on Facebook now. He's pretty cool. Got some real cool pictures. He's actually stationed. He's with the French Army,
The French Foreign Legion. Yeah.
Foreign Legion, and he's stationed down in Africa. And so he's got a picture of him in this. I'm not in the military, but with the sandbag, some whatever, and he's got the big freaking gun out there, and it's pretty cool, man. He's got some cool.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't shoot any exploding targets out there either.
Yeah, I don't want to
Burn down Africa. Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's crazy. So here's the crazy
Just
thing.
pay the $20 and burn it down.
So here's the crazy thing is he first of all he goes to look up what's that gun like parts website you go to find parts
E-gun parts.
What
Numrich. E-gun parts.
and Brownells.
Oh,
So he can't even log on to Brownells because the French control his Wi-Fi and his internet, and they banned all those. He goes to Brownells and pulls it up, and it says you are not able to access this site due to its content.
Oh man.
So, but somehow I think through his phone or something, maybe computer, I'm not sure. He's able to get on Spotify, and that's how he found us. And I don't know if he's caught up on all the episodes or not, but he says he just laughs at all our stories, and he shared it with a bunch of his buddies over there, which is cool. But he says they go out on patrol, and they have to patrol with an unloaded rifle.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That's
He says back home, where he lives in the Czech Republic, he has more self-defense rights and freedoms, and he's able to conceal carry there than he does in the French
in the
Foreign
military.
Legion. In the military.
While he's on active duty.
While he's
right?
on active duty.
Gosh.
So, but he's got a bunch of cool like mountain biking pictures and stuff. He's pretty cool. So thanks for listening. Share it with all your buddies, man. He's the first overseas listener that's gotten a hold of us.
Right. Everyone else is probably just a bot.
You're the only live person overseas that listens to.
Right.
You're the only live person overseas that can stand to listen to us.
Or that, or all those Swedish jokes that you used to make. How you know.
You didn't hear those? You were listening to the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, we made all kinds of
Sweden or whatever the hell language you speak over there, you sons of.
Well,
Dirty
what?
Swedes.
We're not going to be number one in Sweden then.
Well, what was? I mean, without offending our listener, what was the thing? What was the text message I started getting back when I shared his email? Someone said I was going to be investigated for collusion with Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're gonna have Robert Mueller knocking on your door, talking to you for a deposition. Yeah.
But
That's
anyhow,
right.
I'm all with anyone that wants to celebrate freedom and wants to listen to the podcast. Hell, they can freaking listen to the podcast.
Well, that guy was really inspirational.
He was.
Really
I've actually
inspirational,
exchanged a few emails with him too. He's a pretty good guy.
That's awesome.
His I can't pronounce his name. I'd say his name. Pull up his name.
We'll try. Oops.
Pull up his name. See if you can pronounce it. I can't.
We're gonna have to give him an English translational name.
Yeah, I can slur across it and fake it.
So his last name, I forget. I have to pull it up, and I don't want to pull it up on my phone because then I'll start getting all my messages and it'll start dinging like crazy. But I want to say it's like his. I want to say his last name on Facebook is something different.
His name is Yuri.
Is it Yuri?
Yeah, that's how you pronounce that. It's Yuri.
How do you spell it?
Jiri.
Well, I didn't know how the freaky.
Well,
whatever, Yuri. Thanks for listening.
Think communist countries, Eastern Bloc.
I'm
stuff.
not
Yuri.
I'm not that smart.
Yeah.
I like my guns German.
Now, if you want to take a vacation, you can go to the Republic, man.
The Czech. I got a place.
Well,
I got a place to stay.
There you go.
Hey, I'm gonna come hang out with you. Let me know when you're back in town. So anyhow, well, it's good. Thanks for contacting us. Get a hold of us anytime if you get a chance, and you can sneak the call in without being traced by the French. Call our hotline. What's our hotline, Dean?
Our hotline is 1-208-696-4397.
One more time.
1-208-696-4397.
So he types in his language, and then he also will post on Facebook in English. So if you call in, you probably should do it in English because there's no translate. There's a translate button on Facebook I can click, and it'll
It's iffy.
it is a little iffy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But no, it'd be that awesome. And get a hold of us. That'd be
awesome.
That'd be cool. We'll
If your
play
name really
call.
is Yuri, if we're probably just destroying his name. I am.
Probably.
I'm so sorry,
Hey, at
buddy.
least you took a stab
Yeah,
at it.
right.
You walked out there, man,
You-
and we let you.
we let you go for it.
We're gonna have to like an American alliteration of your name would be Joey. We'll call him Joey. Yuri.
Maybe he
Joey.
doesn't like Joey.
I was going to say he might get pissed off.
Don't be offending him.
Is that a feminine name in Czechoslovakia? Joey.
I don't know.
It'd be like my French alliteration name is Sue.
A boy named Sue.
Boy named Sue
A boy named Sue.
in France.
Freaking bite someone's ear off.
Transgendering and horse shit.
Anyhow, okay. I think we've run out of stuff to talk about for today, guys. I got it. Tarver's going to take me over to pick up my Scout.
I'll take you there.
So I think we are good to go. I will draw the name for the contest next weekend. Remind me,
Yeah.
you two.
Yeah, well,
You might not be here because I think
I
I have to
get
do the
so busy,
podcast
man.
on a Saturday night.
It'll be Saturday next week. Awesome.
Yeah, because I got a class Friday. Can you make it?
We're going to be coming back from camping, I think, on Friday. So
Wow, you
but
doing
it
that
might
again,
be,
huh?
yeah. Oh yeah, it was the trial run last weekend to
you
make
gotta
sure the
make
trailer
up for
was
it now.
working.
So if
yeah.
you go Friday, you should be back Saturday.
Yeah, I think because we're leaving. Dara's leaving tomorrow. Wait, no, Sunday. Then we'll be up there the whole week. But so I think
You're gone next week, the whole week.
the whole week. So I think they're gonna come.
You'll be ready to
I think we're
freaking come
coming
back.
on Friday. Yeah.
So, because I've got a class I'm doing Friday night, and then I have to go run a half marathon trail run Saturday morning.
oh my gosh, Todd,
That'll only take me a couple hours, and then I'll be home.
you gonna carry?
I might.
on these runs, do they have stations for water?
They have aid stations every so
Okay.
many miles. Yes, sir. Some of them you'll stretch out. So some of them are 3 miles, some of them are 5 miles. I think the longest one is like 11 miles. So you gotta. They'll let you know when you're leaving. That next aid station's like 11 miles. You better freaking take what you can carry. So
Yeah, I just stopped there. I'm done.
you're good.
Yeah, I'm
I
good.
made it this far. I didn't think I'd make it this far. I'm good.
Yeah.
Show me the 4-wheeler. Let's get out of here, boys.
Probably took all day.
So anyhow, I think we are done. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for bringing over your toys to shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good times.
Next time you come, you're gonna bring the freaking Shockwave.
I can bring it.
Bring the Shockwave. I'll get some 12-gauge shells.
I think all I got is $1 for it and slugs.
I
If
got-
you're gonna hit somebody, you might as well hit them.
there you
So
go.
I
True.
need to buy some birdshot to go play with.
Right.
I got some birdshot. Don't worry about bringing your good stuff. I consider those like defensive rounds. I got.
Well,
plenty.
we need to test that out and see if it's how
See if
doable that is.
See if it'll run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see if I want to run it too.
We need to
Right.
get some shit to blow up. Not with explosive
Zucchinis.
targets, but something
Yeah,
else.
nothing explosive. Yeah.
Buy some zucchinis. Some, I don't know, pumpkins.
I
are
tell you
already
what, I was fixing to say, man, you get around here right after Thanksgiving, there's truckloads of pumpkins everywhere.
Yep,
And you can just, $10, give me a truckload.
that'll
It's
be
just
fun.
sitting there riding. You just blow them up. Make a wall of them. Just cut
Be
through
like-
'em.
Be like 300 in the
Let's
wall
go.
of Persians.
Oh man, that'll make for a good Facebook Live video. We do a podcast just on that. That'd be fun.
Shooting the wall of pumpkins.
Yeah.
Breakthrough.
I'd be curious to see what some of the stuff I have would do to them.
Hey, we're gonna do it.
Pumpkins are kind of soft. Rounds just
Yeah,
go
yeah.
straight through them
Well, they're not only that,
because they're
when
hollow.
you're getting them, they're giving them away because they're going bad.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
they're
just get 'em
already
outta here.
soft.
Yeah. So they're,
Whereas if you get a watermelon,
Hey,
they
Mark.
explode because they're clear full of water. They're solid. Yeah.
Mark joined.
Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey,
you're on-
Mark.
Mark.
you had a question for him earlier.
I don't remember what it
I
was
don't
now.
Oh yeah.
I had something important I was going to say, and now it's gone.
Well, it's
Hey,
Miller
Mark,
time.
you listening? So, Philip wants me to carry the Desert Eagle on my run.
Yeah, definitely. And his pair of suspenders to keep your britches from falling down.
And I
as
wear
you're jiggling
basketball
around.
shorts on that run. I mean, that might be
Gosh.
difficult.
You're not going to make it.
You'd be surprised. You know what? I'll probably win. You want to know why? I'll run with the damn thing in my
Everybody's going
hand.
to quit when they see you running
This
with
thing
it.
is
I'll carry with the damn thing on my
this
in
thing
my
is
hand.
almost 5 pounds. Is it
It's,
not?
it's a big old
It's
gun.
heavy.
And you put those big old rounds in it, and it's,
It's even more.
hey.
Hey, Mark said he's on here. So we had a question for Mark. Mark, you just go ahead and answer on the actual Facebook Live page. What was our question? The military went with SIG.
Oh yeah, what right now is the military carrying? Are they still carrying the Beretta?
So is the military still carrying the Beretta? or they go
Or
with
did
SIG?
they already do the switch over, so they're all carrying SIGs now?
And what caliber? 9 or 45?
And what SIG?
And which SIG? What number? What fancy 4-digit number?
And what's
are
the
they?
serial number?
What's your favorite color?
Just might as well just hit him with everything. Man.
What do you like to do on the
Yes,
weekend?
I'm still live, Mark. Mark, are we still live? Heck yeah, we're live for the whole time, Mark. You've done this with us before. You know how it works. And I'm not going to text you. You need to answer on the Facebook Live. If I turn my freaking phone on, it's going to go nuts. Come on, Mark. We're waiting. We're up to 5 listeners. 6 now. Holy hell, we can't stop now.
Oh my gosh.
we were like 2 the entire podcast, though. We said we were going to get off.
Well, you were talking something about you sent out some of your favorite holsters. What was that about? I didn't even look at it.
I did what?
You sent
Yeah,
out
one of your texts was a list of some guy wrote an article. It's like your favorite holsters.
Okay, that was somebody I thought you was.
Oh,
just
yeah, and they talked about his favorite holster. And
sharing
guess
something.
what?
They got yours. Yeah. Is that the holster? I have not seen the holster.
This is the holster.
Okay.
That's the one the one with the Wi-Fi and the cup holder and the
Yep.
Bluetooth and the Cuisinart.
How many pads does it come with? These
2 different pads, a big one and a little one, and you can get more. You'll probably cut your own if you find the right kind of foam.
so you can see, man.
So let me show
In
the
a pinch,
camera.
it'll work for a tampon.
This right here is the fancy holster. It is a keeper's concealment. Shut up, dude. And it's got this foam pad on it, and I think this is what made it cost like $200.
Wow.
Because
You can buy Velcro and foam, man.
so anyhow,
It comes with its own sanitary
I'm sure
napkin.
this
That's why it's so
glue
expensive.
that holds the Velcro in place is really high tech. But what I like it is it's really pretty comfortable because without it, we got 7 listeners now.
And how much that thing cost?
$200.
You know, I saw a documentary one time.
Mark's on the beach watching the podcast.
Oh my gosh.
Good grief. Mark.
Oh.
What
Hey.
beach?
He's in Oregon.
Oh.
Army, and I'll come back to the holster. Army switched over to the 9mm. And he said Desert Eagle, holy crap, ankle carry. Did you see the beginning of the video when I did a burpee with it?
You'd have to put one on each
Appendix
ankle, or
carry.
else you'd end up limping by the end of the,
You kind of did a
by
burp.
the end.
Okay, Morgan said the SIG 320 9mm. Glenita said, I can't tell you what number, but my son said, yes, they are changing from the Beretta to the SIG. Good, that's a good choice.
So they're in process of
They're
doing
in
it now?
process. I'm sure it takes them
Gotcha.
a while. Anyhow, back to my holster.
Oh, yeah.
Without this foam pad right here, you can take off. I got it in the perfect spot. I don't want to take it off.
Okay.
So this digs into your freaking naughty bits. Okay?
Without the pad,
Without the pad. With the pad, it kind of squishes it a little bit.
it cups.
It kind of
It cups your berries.
It's a little more gentle.
Okay. No, you good.
But no, it's actually, I tell you what, it's a good holster, and $200. I don't know, but you know what? I like it. It works. It's my most comfortable appendix carry holster, so I'm not complaining at all.
Holds that hernia in like a truss.
I already had the hernia. It's been fixed. So let's see. Other branches are ready to switch over. The designation military is the M17. Whatever. I don't know what he's talking about.
So everybody's going to
Well,
Everyone's getting ready to switch over, it sounds like.
So everybody's going to the same caliber. Huh?
Same caliber,
What
9
about
millimeter.
special ops, man?
They
They
are
don't-
freaking brilliant.
Well, you had a lot of special ops that went back to the 45 and 10s.
They're going with the 9 now, boss. 9 millimeter.
Well, I've started
gonna
buying
win.
9 millimeters. I wouldn't. The only reason I bought 40s is because everybody was going to 40, and I'm like, okay, well, when guns are laying in the street, there'll be
You'll
plenty
have
of 40
ammo.
caliber. Yeah, and now everybody's going away from them, so I'm like, oh crap, I got to sell these things. So I'm starting to buy 9s.
Oh, good. I like it. So I
don't shoot them.
we've this has been a great great podcast here. We've talked just a lot about different firearms. This has been a fun one.
Yeah.
Well, they're all fun, but I've really enjoyed this one. But you asked me a question the other day on the phone that you're helping someone purchase a
Yes.
firearm. Tell us what's going on and what you have decided. I helped you with my knowledge.
I haven't heard back from her.
Well, that's not good.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna have to cut that.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, that was a mic dropper right there.
Your mic just took a dive.
Yeah, it did. It
hates
jumped away
life.
from me. It's like, I'm tired of hearing this
That's,
shit.
you know what that is? That was the guy you brought. That was your buddy, freaking
That was
Thad.
That was Thad's
and
microphone.
he built that thing
Flips
upside
down. Yeah.
So anyhow, go for it.
Anyway.
Is your mic still on?
I don't know. Am I reading out?
Yeah, you're reading now.
Well, I got a lady who was looking to purchase a handgun. And the dilemma I have is she's not going to go through. She wants a gun. It's going to sit there until she needs it, kind of thing. She's not going to.
She's not going to train.
If she takes a class, she's going to take a class or whatever. That's going to be it. So I'm like, I'd rather you have something with a safety, nothing with a push-pull kind of safety, a 1911 type safety. But at the same time, in a panic situation, that's another obstacle that she's going to have to overcome. Where do we go? What do we get? And I was
Revolver.
thinking the LCR.
True. Revolver.
No.
Get her
No.
a revolver.
No.
Absolutely.
What
Yes.
did you? You want to hear what I told him?
Okay.
Smith & Wesson Shield 380 EZ.
Oh my goodness.
Good gun.
One of the things she mentioned is she don't want too small of a caliber. But I don't want to have anything too. You trade off. The bigger the caliber, the less rounds generally, unless you're going to carry a big old.
I'm telling you, 380 EZ, man.
I'm scared of the 380 round.
380 EZ.
I'll
You
look
used
into
to
it. I haven't heard
carry-
back from her.
You used to carry a 380.
I did carry a 380 at one time because I couldn't find anything that I'd like to carry, and I'm like, I'd rather carry a 380 than have a 44 at home. But I mean, I bought all kind of guns. I have a Derringer. I bought a DB9. Have you ever shot a DB9?
Oh my God! You talk about bite your hand.
Ooh, you talking about fireworks going off in your hand. That
Those
thing
things are horrible.
it
It's
weighs
about-
like
it's
an
about-
ounce.
It's like this big, dude.
Yeah.
It's
It's 9mm.
It's like a medieval torture device.
You
you shot something. It's like
Yeah.
a small explosion in your hand.
Yeah. So I kept trying to find stuff, and I did carry it for a little while, a 380, but I got rid of that. So
You need the 380 EZ. I'm telling you. You get the one with no manual safety. It's got a grip safety and a trigger safety, and that sucker is good to go. You can rack the slide like this with 2 fingers. It's made for people that don't shoot often, female shooters or elderly shooters, or people with like wrist hand strength problems. Beautiful gun.
I hadn't heard back from her. And maybe I'll just go buy one myself and plink it around and say, hey.
Glenita bought a 380 EZ. If she's still on here, she might not. We're back down to 3. You drop the mic and they all freaking cut out.
Wonder what it came across like. Boom.
Mark, ha ha ha, mic drop. So anyhow, let us know how that pans out and what you recommended to her and
Yeah.
what
and
she ends up doing. Yeah.
I may get the EZ myself. I told her, I said, you probably want a LCR. The problem is you got 5 shots.
right.
And that's it. It's over. But if you hit them with one of those 5 shots, you got 357 power coming out of it.
Right.
That's going to rip snort too if it's full house 357s coming out of there.
Yeah.
So you could go 38 plus Ps.
Well,
It's going to be a little
Which
down.
is-
if I only got 5 rounds, and that's her call.
Yeah.
But if it's my sister. So if she comes out, I'll take her out and we'll shoot a bunch of stuff and find out what she's comfortable with.
I know Smith still will make. Smith makes a wheel gun that takes 45 auto. It's got a short little cylinder, not the governor, just straight 45 auto.
Ruger makes a revolver that takes 9mm.
I don't see the purpose in that. If you're gonna do
Right?
that,
If you're gonna do that, just shoot 38s out of it. It's basically it's a ballistic equivalent.
well, if you're gonna do 9mm, get something with get a mag that holds some rounds.
It's the last time I throw something out there. My 380 EZ's getting shot down. My 9mm.
It's not shot down.
revolver.
It's just I don't know.
good,
I mean,
yeah.
We just go big or go home. Get her a Desert Eagle.
Yeah, and just load it down. Teach her how to reload so you get half power rounds coming out the end of there.
oh.
Well, if
So-
you're gonna do that, just get her Smith & Wesson X-frame and 500 Smith & Wesson.
Why don't you buy one of those so we can shoot it?
Right?
It's a little that was even going a little too far. I'm like, come on, man.
Why is it? Why is
Y'all
that
have
too
one?
far?
Anybody have a 500?
Uh-uh.
No, we're waiting for you to buy
No.
one.
I almost got one.
Why don't you? Almost, we're gonna keep pushing.
I wanted a shorter. I mean, you get some of those 500s. They're huge. I'm like,
awesome.
Dude, give me 6-inch barrels long for me
all
already.
appendix carry. All appendix carry
in
that.
a bear kit. Do you remember that? The bear kit with the 500.
I'm not sure about
It came
kit.
with a short barrel and a floating plastic case, kind of like these, and, and it's got like a bear whistle, and it's got a little pamphlet that identify the bear, and
I don't care to identify.
Yeah, right.
Morgan, don't shoot it. It might be my Sasquatch with my freaking PD-10.
Oh yeah. Then we'll never
Didn't
get
they
your
come
PD-10.
Didn't they come out with one of those with a 2-inch barrel?
Yeah, that was the bear gun. Yeah.
That's insane.
Can you believe that? Yeah.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not even.
What caliber was it? That's 500.
500. Yeah, and they also did
I'd
made
shoot
the
it.
same kit
I'd shoot it.
with the
I'd shoot
460.
it, but I wouldn't want to.
That 460 Smith and Wesson, which is the fastest production.
Right.
Right. And the 500 is supposed to be the most powerful.
And that's where they started losing me. I'm like, you know what? I got the biggest automatic you can get. I'm good.
Yeah, you're totally.
Because then it's like, oh, I got to get this, and then I got to get that.
Yeah.
And
Do it for the podcast.
Right. You know what you should do? Those are kind of just a novelty.
Yeah.
But Ruger makes the 480 Ruger, which is about the case is about the same length as a 44 Magnum. It's a large round,
right.
But at the same time, that's something practical you could actually use and carry and would use. And it's not just dedicated for shooting moose and elk and Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
Yeah. Well, if I go to Alaska, I'll get the 500.
Okay. I'm going to get one too. I'm going to get two. I'm going to dual wield.
Ankle carry.
How many rounds is that
Dual
thing
ankle
hold?
carry.
Is that a full 6 round?
I think they're 5.
Okay.
They're
that's what I
so
was
big.
thinking.
It's a 5. Yeah, I think. I'm not for sure.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking drop holster, leg. Never mind.
Dude, I'm telling you, I got a shoulder rig that'll fit that whole. It fits, and you sit down, it goes, but don't. It taps just a little bit.
It's awesome.
It's ridiculous.
I feel like it's something off of that wanted.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous, but it's something I almost want to carry around, just so people can look at me and like, wow. Just kind of like with the
open carry it.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, open carry
just
it.
have it down my leg. It'd beat my knee.
Right.
So, pass me the Desert Eagle.
Okay.
Let's be safe with it now.
I have to say, you guys are the safest guys I've ever seen with firearms.
Okay, it's clear.
It's clear.
And I'm really not.
I know you were sweeping us
I'm
out on
like-
the range with it. It's all good.
It wasn't that bad.
It's
I
all
was
good.
I was getting ready to jump in the middle and take one if I had to.
Yeah, it's just a 9.
So,
dude. It's not gonna
You got
work.
the abs for it. You run.
Yeah, there you go. So, okay, guys, I think we are done with today's show.
Sure.
So I want to leave with everyone with one thought here. Go big or go home.
And shit.
And we are out. That was fun. That was a lot. We're getting a lot more interaction on. I forget to look at it.
so cool that they
We are getting a lot more interaction on the actual
Yeah.
Facebook page. It's just
Yeah, I am
awesome.
not a gun safe guy.